5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the I Digress podcast. Today it is beautiful weather. We are kind of hungover, but this will not stop us from delivering one of our finer episodes. And without further ado, your favorite co-host of the year, the bearded wizard, the female activist, the decaf latte with oat milk drinker of this morning. It is Neil Methvin.
You didn't even get me a latte. You just lied.
And the person I gave the latte to, the man who almost didn't turn up, who was our non-last minute replacement for a guest who didn't turn up, the man that I pretty much harassed and stalked until he showed up for the podcast. It is the royalty, the man from America, the prince that is Forbes Lockerbie IV.
Hi. Yeah, I woke up this morning to a Rob outside my flat, so now I'm here.
And don't say I don't treat you right.
You basically kidnapped him at this point.
At least you got coffee in the ride.
True.
That's more than
What I got, yeah.
And on that note, let's dive straight in.
I digress.
That's the music.
Right, guys, it's our first topic of the day. It is going to be something rather topical and something that happened last night, something amazing.
That's good for a topic.
The Lakers
Topical.
won the game
Lakers-
against the Nuggets.
They did. They're going to they're going to the NBA Finals now.
It's fucking fantastic. I could not have been happier.
Why are you so buzzing about this?
Because I just know that Paddy's going to be listening to this, and he was so up Jamal Murray, and I just knew it would bring him a tear to know that he is not going to continue.
Oh, just that the Nuggets aren't basically going in general.
Yeah. I bet you everyone was hyped that they were going to come back from a 3-1 deficit yet again, but do not put disrespect on the King's name.
Yeah, you can't disrespect the king.
LeBron James. This is where you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a goat for advice before we ask you any questions. You have the right to have a goat with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a goat, LeBron James will provide you with a goat. The man is the GOAT MVP winner of this season's playoffs.
Did you just read out the Miranda rights and replace the word lawyer with goat?
Nice.
No, I have no idea what you mean. That was completely off the top of my head.
It's impressive.
Oh, my days.
I think if you actually just take that as a clip, it sounds like you're talking about having a goat if you get arrested. It works better in my head. Like, you're actually getting put in the back of a police car and they're just like, and he's, I want my goat! Like, man, you're like, thank God, I'm safe.
I am safe now. Any questions can be answered.
To be fair, the American justice system might benefit from something like that at this point.
To be honest, talking about American justice
Oh,
system,
God. What do you want me to say?
you're a fellow American. What's your...
Fellow American.
Fellow?
You're not the president, Rob.
I don't know, man. I've not really been back in 8 years or something.
You were there last year.
Except for holidays.
You're right, you're not there this year.
Yeah. No, I do go home for Christmas, but haven't lived there since I was like 16. So
You were back actually in LA when there was riots and stuff, weren't you though?
No, I wasn't.
Oh no, you were just your parents were showing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
Your
They were
parents just showed you the LA riots like some sort of carnival ride.
I mean, no, it was right outside their flat. Like,
Yeah.
I thought they were just like, hey, look, Forbes, there's all the rascals rioting. Look at them.
Why do you think his family are like British royalty?
I just assume that anyone who's like royal in
They're from
America,
Florida.
why do you think I'm royal?
like royalty in America is just trying to sound British as possible. No?
No.
Okay, maybe that's just me.
Also, I think maybe it's the whole thing because he's like got the 4th in his name, but you don't. But wouldn't you be like the 9th or
Oh,
something?
don't worry about it.
Yeah, you would be.
I don't want to.
You would be. You would be like You'd be like Robert Lucas Stewart Jr. or the fucking
There is
20th
no
or
royalty
something.
in my blood whatsoever.
Well, you don't know that.
But do we actually have the Florida man with us right here.
We have
Today.
Florida Man. Oh my god. I think
Oh.
you're right.
Yeah.
Are you the infamous Florida man that we've been hearing about?
Yeah, man, it was me. I
Solid.
threw all those alligators through Wendy's drive-through windows. And
Have you done that thing where you like put your birthday in on Google?
yeah, actually, that was the thing.
Oh, was that the one that
Yeah,
came up on
that's
yours?
the one
That's
that came up.
amazing. I can't remember what mine was. We did it in an earlier episode. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
Oh no, it's just completely outrageous. You could make up anything on the spot. Like, did you know that if you wrap foil around your waist, you can actually protect yourselves from the 5G network? Pretty much make yourself completely immune to the coronavirus.
I mean, it'll accentuate my hat.
God, you would look so good in that whole outfit. Fox just rocks up in like a tinfoil 2-piece bikini, his hat on. God, it's a vibe.
I roll with it. But I think there's something that we cannot avoid that is very topical in the American shores. Breonna Taylor.
Oh yeah, it's such bullshit.
Yeah.
That's a name I'm sure everyone's heard of and is probably aware of like the massive attention that has been surging her story. And anyone who isn't aware of what's happened, it's essentially, I didn't read too much details into the actual case, but from what I gathered was they were looking for her ex-boyfriend who no longer lived at the property and decided to burst through her home while she was asleep. And I think her current boyfriend obviously heard the intrusion, didn't know it was police, didn't know, just assumed it was someone trying to rob their house, as you rightly would. Took out a firearm to protect himself, shot some warning shots into the roof, and then the police took that as retaliation, shot him dead, and then killed Breonna Taylor in her sleep. And recently, what's come about is that the only amount of justice that she's managed to get, and her family's managed to get, is that the damaged goods and walls that were caused by the bullets from the police are now
No. So like they got like a big payout. Like there was like
Yeah.
largest payout ever from the state. But the way it works is basically the state has to pay it and not the police department. So the state's paid out like a big payout for whatever it is. But also there's only been one charge passed down to one of the officers.
Yeah.
Whose name I sadly don't know. But he got, basically the only charge he got was for like reckless endangerment of people that were in the vicinity.
Yeah.
So he basically only is getting charged for the shots that missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like saying like the walls and the windows and the mirrors were more important than her life.
Yeah, pretty much.
To a T.
So basically, yeah, like, and I know it might seem like, you know, being in Scotland, whatever else, it's not a lot we can do, but you know, you don't know how far your reach goes on social media and things. Like,
Yeah.
you know, keep sharing things, just make it, just keep it in the news, keep it in people's minds.
Keep it alive. Yeah.
And just because it is just bullshit and people can't be allowed to get away with this sort of thing.
It's just sad now. It's madness. But people who think that sharing this story is pointless, trust me, like the fact that the news media have to talk about it and that Americans can't forget about it is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, that's us doing our bit. We're
Yeah.
we're mentioning it. We're talking about it, and the more people that are aware of it, the better. So
And I'm sure all our listeners probably know about it because I'd like to think that our listeners are very with it and progressive. But if you aren't,
unlike some of the hosts,
at least you know now. But talking about very progressive things that have been passed recently, the new restrictions in Britain. Very fun times. I don't even know how to go into half of the things that have been passed, but what are you guys' thoughts on it?
well, I mean, it does mean that that we can't do this in person anymore, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing that we're actually accomplishing all of this online.
Yeah, I mean, by Rob waiting outside my flat for me this morning, I meant just to, yell up at me through my
Yeah,
window.
through the window,
Yeah.
and then make sure you were awake,
Uh-huh.
throw coffee at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And-
Yeah, I just saw
and-
that.
Yeah,
You could connect up the Zoom and then have us
exactly.
video displayed and all this audio.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean they're necessary, I guess, like otherwise we're just getting like lockdown 2 electric boogaloo, and nobody really wants that.
No.
It wasn't, I mean, saying that, I think I'd be a lot more prepped for it this time.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could boss a second lockdown now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Like, we've got the hiking routes prepped. We've got podcast episodes lined up. We've got little fun activities we can do on Zoom. Among Us.
That's true.
Oh.
We got that there.
Potential second one coming out. I
That
believe.
has been our game of late, which is very fun.
Who doesn't love a little bit of Among Us?
Oh, so we have here now. Rob has now sent us a list of activities that we can do.
Just in case you're sitting there and you're wondering, what can I still do? It's not all doom and gloom. There are a few exemptions.
You do appreciate, Rob, that this is a satirical piece of. This is not an official document.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, just
No,
making
what
sure
do you
you know
mean? It's displayed by the HM government.
that. You're right.
It's got a HM government title in the display. I don't understand how
Got it.
this could be any satirical. So beyond, if you're vulnerable, you can go visit someone in your family, household. If you live by yourself, you can also go visit someone if you create a bubble with them. But also including the rule of 6 and also the new rules of not going to pubs after 10. If you fancy shooting a couple of grouse with 30 of your boys, that is a licensed outdoor sport. That is still legal.
To be fair, it probably wouldn't be very close quarters. I mean, I that one I can kind of let them away with.
Yeah, I mean,
Not that I would say, not that I'm madly keen to go out and shoot some birds, but
why not?
I don't really. We've had this discussion. I don't really want to kill my food and stuff.
Oh, we don't eat the bird. The grouse are just stupid. We just
You just shoot them for fun. Of course. Got those.
Literally right before we started recording, Neil was just talking about how much he hates grouse. He wants them all to die.
God, I do. I hate those
grouse.
I hate those stupid grouse.
Foxes, badgers, anything with 4 legs and a beak.
We also didn't get to the bottom of what the plural of grouse is. I think it has to be grace.
I don't know.
I'm firmly in the greases.
Greases.
Well, because grouse is like mouse, and you get mice.
Yeah,
which
so
is
grace, yeah.
But then with moose, you don't get mooses.
You just get moose.
You just get moose.
Isn't that because it's like a Native American word or something? Or it's like a...
I actually have no idea.
I think it is. I think it is that. Or it's like a...
Our American correspondent.
Not Eskimo. Eskimo's not PC now.
No,
What's the
they're,
other one? Inuit.
Inuit, yeah.
Inuit word.
So I believe grouse would be the most acceptable term.
Why? It's grouse. You don't go mouse and then moose.
Yeah, but I mean, we all know from the last episode that English is completely nonsensical.
I think it's Greece
The country,
or Grice. Yeah.
but then we already have Turkey. That can't be right.
Maybe it's like die and dice. So it's like grouse is actually already the plural. It's just one grouse.
We have one grouse rolling by himself, hit by the bullets of 30 people and a dog. Just so you know, just want to flex my freedoms. Why not? And just in case you get a bit hungry after your shooting of the goose or grouse, you can have a dinner party under a crystal chandelier. It's
Well, as it says, Rob, the virus respects etiquette and tasteful lighting, which I also respect. If I was a virus,
you don't want to disturb the upper class. That's insane.
Yeah.
They basically run this country. You can't afford that.
Just
thank
be
God.
rude.
Yeah,
honestly.
thank God we have them.
And do you want a bit of entertainment? Polo matches are still a thing.
I do really enjoy this one down here that says sailing regatta. And so apparently, if you do want to go and sail, I think it's terrific that the reason just says the virus would not dare to board without deck shoes.
This is one of my funny things is that everyone's been sitting there saying that, oh my God, the virus cannot disturb you after 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm not sure that's the reason why the 10 p.m.'s timestamp was put on, but what do I know? I'm not a virologist. So.
Well, did you see that thing, apparently at Oxford Circus, I think it was, or was it Piccadilly Circus anyway, there was just now a massive rusher for everyone to go and get on the tube then.
Yeah.
I'm like, this seems like it's been completely counterintuitive.
Yeah.
I do feel like they haven't actually thought about it and they just kind of went, 10 p.m. sounds good.
Yeah, and now everybody you've just created a new rush hour at the weekend. So I do, I don't know, I'm not a government official who's worked with these things, but it just doesn't seem like that's going to help much. Keeping people out of sitting in pubs in groups and now creating this massive rush hour. And then it encourages people as well to keep drinking and, go and have house parties and stuff illicitly afterwards,
Not that we would do that. We're actually very sensible, respectful people that respect all the Rule of 6.
Sounds suspicious, Rob.
No sauce.
Okay. No sus.
Lingo is
Rob sus.
The Among Us is going to change our lingo of this generation, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone's just going to be walking around like, engine room, sus, reported.
I know. Shall we talk about this next point you've got here?
Yes. Next topic, is it?
We're number one. We're number one. Now listen closely.
Right, Forbes. I noticed that you may not be feeling your full self, but I'm going to
God.
really pick your brain on this one, get a bit more attention from you. Women. You love women. We love women. Some might even say that we really respect women.
Yeah.
What do you think of J.K. Rowling's new book?
I actually haven't heard anything about this.
Neither have I.
Please enlighten me.
Yeah, I also
All
have
right,
nothing.
so just to give you guys a bit of context, we all know that J.K. Rowling's been mad for Twitter. Rowling? I don't know, what is it? Rolling? Nah, doesn't matter.
Trolling?
Probably. But she's got a mad Twitter thumb. She's probably more expressive on Twitter than Trump is right now. And she essentially has a lot to say about transgender women.
Oh,
And
yeah, she did,
I've
yeah.
seen some of that.
once she sort of got a lot of backlash from her former co-star, well, I say co-stars, I mean the people that played her book, really. And they gave her a lot of stick. A lot of people gave her a lot of stick. Then she tried to play victim by telling about the stories of how she was mishandled when she was younger. And then decided, while the heat was a bit down, let me write a new book about a man who dresses and identifies as a woman who kills other women.
Oh, I did hear something about this.
And make a little short story about that to
Oh.
sell to the masses.
She's like,
That
she's just trying to profit off of her own. Maybe if I get it, you can cut this so it sounds like I'm really smart. But just off of her own drama and off of her own controversy, which I think is just a bit bullshit. Like, everybody's entitled to their opinion and shit, I guess. But like, hers was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, hers was very much like, oh, you know, only by like, so the only women that are women that get periods. And the kind of thing was the entire like internet was then basically like, oh, so you're just discounting trans women as women.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And everyone was like,
Yeah.
well, what? Like, why? Why are you doing
Why are you
that?
picking this fight?
Like, why? Yeah, why even picking this fight? What's fucking? But yeah, it just seems like she's profiteering off her own controversy, and I think she's just a bit of a shitbag.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. Like, because I love the Harry Potter books growing up, but
Yeah.
just seeing all of this like all over the internet's just
Do you find that you feel a bit like, oh, like, because obviously you probably still really enjoy Harry Potter. There's
Yeah.
probably still a big soft spot for you, but do you find yourself being like, oh, I don't really want to give her the satisfaction almost of enjoying it and reading it and whatever else now? Or do you kind of disassociate the two?
I guess I kind of disassociate the two. I mean, there's no chance I'm going to read whatever.
Bullshit that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the new book that she's introduced.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like at least it kind of gives you a sense of pride that the actors have spoken out against her. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and the third one,
Yeah, come on. Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint. Sorry, I've just got a really weird thing about gingers.
It's that ginger pride coming through that Neil knew that right off the top of his head.
Got it, man. Yeah, we all have this connection.
I was going to say, does it not pain you that you actually have a striking resemblance to Harry Potter?
Oh no, I used to get the jokes all the time.
Used to.
Okay. Well, I mean, considering I'm still growing out my lockdown hair, I
Yeah.
look a lot more like Snape right now.
No, that is
I
true.
was going to say, how would you describe how Forbes looks to the audience?
Great.
Oh, thank you.
To be a bit more like expressive, he's a mixture between Harry Potter,
It's like if you took Timothy Chalamet and put him in Edinburgh Uni.
yeah,
Wow.
mix him with a bit of Harry Potter and the lady from Incredibles. What's it?
Edna Mode.
Edna Mode.
Mode. Yeah.
Edna Mode, Harry Potter.
No capes.
Nuggets.
This man is a beauty to behold.
No, you guys are too kind to me.
It's probably the only kindness we're going to show for you for the rest of the show.
Did you know
Yeah, that
J.K.
doesn't surprise
Rowling brought out a book like a few years back that she brought out under like a pseudonym?
No.
Oh, yeah, I did
she
hear that.
she brought out a book under a pseudonym. I can't remember what it was. I used to know it, but and it basically didn't do well at all. And then I'm pretty sure eventually it got leaked to the probably the Sun or something that it was like her that released it, and then obviously it sold loads. But I think as I imagine back then, what she was trying to do was like trying to make a book that wasn't just sold from her own fame and her own name. Try to basically get it to be big enough for her own writing prowess. But I think it just failed pretty
That's
badly.
when you know,
I've heard before from people that are like really like well basically know what good writing is, that they've said the Harry Potter books aren't actually particularly well written.
I think
They're
yeah, I
just super
think
popular.
I think she just really wrote something.
Just
that
the
was great
concept
for the
was
time.
just the concept was really good, but yeah, so that's quite funny that she just failed it. Which was like, okay, look, I reckon she probably just released it herself and was like, hey, it's me, J.K. Rowling.
Oh my god, yeah, it got leaked. Oh my god, guys.
So crazy.
Buy my book, make me loads of money.
Oh no, who leaked this?
You know she lives in Edinburgh apparently.
Yeah,
Is she?
Yeah.
straight up.
She got a massive house over like
Way yonder.
North Edinburgh somewhere.
Something that's like super expensive.
Oh, it's like massive hedges all around it and shit as well. Because apparently,
She's fucking crazy.
because she's
obviously
probably like a multi-millionaire. But
probably vote story as well. Let's just add that in there.
well, she's rich, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably. I mean, although Forbes, what do you? I remember we were having a little discussion in the car. You were just saying you're an avid Tory supporter, were you? Or
Oh yeah. No, massively to the right.
Oh yeah.
it's completely
Just
right wing.
God.
Oh yeah.
You have two right hands.
Yeah.
Doesn't even lean left.
He's all right.
Man.
All right.
Oof. If I could vote in this country,
God. But you know the country you can vote in.
Yeah.
Super right leaning just now. So well, actually, it's getting better. But you know,
Well, we have either the rightest of right, Trump, or we have the man who can't really forget where he is, Joe Biden.
who can't forget where he is?
Can't forget because
God.
he's
He's
so
just
forgetful. He's forgot his ability to forget. So he just remembers little bits here and there.
What was that thing that he was doing for a while ago? The internet caught on to it. Was like he was like sniffing people's hair.
what?
Yeah, Biden was like,
Oh my
he was
God.
like, it was like several photos of him like sniffing like just other like women's hairs when he met them. He was like, like for a hug and sniffing their hair or something. I think it was that. I might be slightly wrong. Let's see if we can get it up on the screens.
There was that whole thing like a couple years ago about him like sort of inappropriately hugging women a lot
Yeah.
or something. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Just
of
gonna cast it on
Yeah,
the screen.
there's
Just pictures of Joe Biden trying to sniff people's hair and inappropriately touching.
This literally, so wait, go back to that last one, Rob. The headline from the Times reads, "Meet Creepy Joe, who sniffs hair, rubs noses, and then fondles your..." I don't know what that could be after that. I mean, we don't have the whole thing, but... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are literally photos of Trump and Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I feel like Trump's just got to that game of he's done so many absurd things that he's almost just nothing that he does anymore seems like a surprise.
I was about to say, like, I love how American politics is just picking the lesser of two evils, but so's British
politics.
politics. So's pretty much everywhere. Unless you live in New Zealand, I think at the moment, no, you're not happy with who runs your country.
Yeah, you can actually have a somewhat of a good choice.
God, Jacinda Ardern, what a leader, man.
Honestly.
Saying that as well, Nicola Sturgeon, I think, is doing a tremendous job here. Her speech when we were going back into like new restrictions was terrific.
Do you know, I am actually really glad you brought up that because as much of like the leadership that Nicola Sturgeon is showing right now is starkly better than Boris Johnson could ever display.
Yeah.
We cannot forget that she is not all that is claimed to be. The SNP as a party as a whole has not been that great for Scotland. They've been definitely lagging a little bit on certain
This is an
areas.
interesting turn, Rob.
Yeah, I thought I had a feeling that everyone's kind of jumping on the SNP hype. So you know me, I put on my devil's advocate hat, and I was just like, let me do a little research into the things that SNP has or has not done for Scotland that they may have promised within the last 3 years. And safe to say that
When's this article from?
this is recent.
Okay.
This is this year.
Okay.
The Scotsman, so you know it's reliable. And basically they had a few things where essentially said that SNP, I'm not sure if it's this article or the other one that I've brought up, but they said SNP is essentially giving a promise that they're going to try and get 98% of A&E people who call in to be seen within 4 hours, and that hasn't been met even close for the last 3 years. They've been really destroying hospital timings.
It's
fundings.
that's a lot better than England and Wales.
True, but it's again lesser of two evils. Shouldn't we just respect best for us and not just better than?
That's not really a very Scottish attitude, though. So long as we're better than England, it's pretty much everyone's content. That's how it works up here.
And we cannot forget that the SNP's entire drive is to push for independence, which I'm not sure it's the best time.
Oh, dude, this could be an entire episode in itself. But I don't feel like I am educated enough on the topic to offer much on it. But like,
Oh yeah, the thing is, I don't think any person in this country could give a decent answer to say one or the other is the best. I think.
I definitely lean more
reasons.
nationalist, though. I definitely lean more towards independence.
See, the thing is, I'm probably leaning more towards the union.
Oh, really?
I actually think that we'd probably right now be better off.
Even after the
staying in
whole
Britain.
fucking ridiculousness and the Tories trying to sell... So the Tories want to sell the NHS. It's basically well documented. During lockdown, when they were still standing out clapping for nurses, even after denying them pay rises and everything else, they then also voted down a bill that would protect the NHS from being privatised and sold.
Oh, 100%. I don't agree that.
And you
Tories are
still
good
and you
leaders.
still want to be part of the
But
union.
I still think with Brexit still happening,
But you still want to
and
be part of the union.
everything that's pushing away from globalization, being part of the union would still be stronger for us. And just looking at the sheer numbers, like England alone makes up for 5/6 of the entire population. I don't think with a population of 6 million people, we could even afford half of our pensions or the amount of money that we actually reap from Britain as a whole.
But do you not think it'd be better for globalization if we were part of the EU?
But it's too much risk. It'd be like 5 to 10 years waiting list. It'd probably be the same as Turkey. And
Here's
we'd
my
probably
idea.
have to look into what we're going to do for a currency in the meantime.
We've got it. We're gonna get smackaroonies. That's it. We're gonna have a currency. It's gonna have Nicola Sturgeon's face on it.
And it's going to be called Smackaroonies.
It's gonna be smackaroonies.
Oh, that's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
You'll have 5, 10, 20, and 50 smackaroonies.
Because like as a native of Zimbabwe, I'm a little bit scared of hyperinflation.
Well, this isn't gonna be hyperinflated, Rob. But if you want, just for fun, we could have like 120 trillion smackaroony notes.
The new dictator lord supreme that is
Yeah.
Nicola Sturgeon.
No, but
Mad upset by
here's my plan though, right? I've solved this Brexit crisis and the globalization thing, right?
Right.
Scotland and
I'm with you.
the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, right, will all secede. Well, not the Republic of Ireland, but Northern Ireland and Scotland recede from the Union, and then those three countries, we all form the Celtic Union of countries,
Yeah, I'm with you.
or we just form one mega country that's split across the seas,
Just kick England out.
and it's called something.
Nice.
Yeah, I couldn't think of. I was trying to think
It's
of
in the works.
something to do with like Caledonia or something to do with like Alba, and then like I don't know how you pronounce Ireland in Irish, but it's like EIRE.
Yeah.
Arr. We could just say the new like Nova Ar Alba.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Sold. I'm sold. I would 100%. I'd probably get more Celtic tattoos across my face, my chest, grow out a beard, and just walk around topless with blue paint all the time.
Then we could be like the Americans that claim they're Irish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They do that.
Oh, yeah.
Are you part of a clan?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
What's your clan?
All about that.
What's your clan? What's your Scottish clan name? Well,
Mackay.
Yeah, my last name is Mackay.
Mackay. I thought
You didn't say it at the start though. You thought his name was Lockerbie.
I thought his last name was Forth, to be honest.
Appreciate that.
Forbes Lockerbie the Fourth. I was like, yeah, that seems legit to me. But
Yeah, no. Actually, a lot of my extended family have all very much American. Born, raised in America, so were their parents and grandparents. They've all like gotten married in kilts and like wear them to like formal occasions and shit.
Just because they think they're Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
It's-
are Scottish. They have the bloodline of the Mackays.
Yeah, it's
Must
fun
be
to watch.
related to Cammy, actually. I can see he's
Somewhere
quite
down the
tall.
line, that's it. Yeah.
I can
the
see
height.
the tall stature coming in at a mere 6'4", but still you can see it. Madness.
Just as an aside, I just remembered seeing this because I found out the other day. It's a bit of a digression, but talking about like being Scottish and bloodlines, all this kind of shit there. Apparently, on Vikings, right, which some of us could be descended from. Apparently, being Viking was just a job, like for summer. Or it was like
Seasonal work.
yeah, literally, it was seasonal work, right? So apparently, if you were
Christ.
from like Scandinavia and stuff over like summer, when you would just go like raid, pillaging and plundering. See,
Yeah,
I went
the classics.
I went for the Disneyfied version of that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, apparently it was just like a summer job. This is what like historians are what I saw like an article on Reddit about it, and yeah, apparently people were just like, so what are you gonna do this summer? He's like, I'm probably going Viking, just kind of
Might as
just for
well.
a bit of change. We're like, oh, nice, I'm just be farming.
Yeah, the crops we didn't harvest very much this year, so I think I'll take up some Viking as well.
So it wasn't like a way of life; it was more seasonal work sort of thing.
what a hell of a
Isn't that
seasonal
great?
job.
That was really funny.
The only seasonal job I can imagine is like picking strawberries.
Yeah.
Today, picking strawberries. Yesteryear, you could have been slicing up some villages and plundering.
The thing that I like as well is that there's like a lot of these like kind of right wing groups in like Europe that basically we're descended from Vikings and we're fighting warriors and this and that, and they see it as like a race of people, but now it's just like no, it was just people that just did this for summer, and it just takes a bit of power away from those like neo-Nazi groups, and I'm always happy to see neo-Nazi groups get upset.
I think we can all take some pride in that. And Forbes is nodding his head. This is audio content phobia.
Apologies.
I think it's a nice little segue into your segment.
I mean, it doesn't segue at all, but I can do it. I can do it here. So, I've got the resurgence of the Would You Rather section.
Yes.
Oh dear,
So,
Oh, I love this already.
I've got two,
I'm concerned.
mainly. And they're both centered around music this time, right? So,
Right, I'm here.
number one. Would you rather every song that you heard from now on, every song that came out from now on, was performed by Pitbull?
Ooh.
Or would you rather that every song you heard from now on was a Pitbull song, but was just covered by everybody else?
That's tough. I think I would take Pitbull's every song and it's Mr. Worldwide. Come on.
But I mean, like, but I don't mean specifically like they're all his songs as well. I mean, like, you know, WAP would be Pitbull.
Sung by
Sung by
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
Well, that just sounds fantastic. I don't know why you wouldn't want that.
Same as like, you know, like the one I saw in the comments when I saw this thread was like, you know,
Yeah.
Hallelujah, the song, you know, I heard there was a secret code, that one thing, right? Yeah. Just
Sung
imagine
by
that,
Pitbull.
but just sticking like Dali every 2 minutes and then like
Mr.
some Spanish
Worldwide.
words. Secret code, come at ya.
You say.
That'd be
I'm
great.
not even gods. Hallelujah. Yeah.
Dali.
I mean, this just sounds ideal. I don't
Yeah.
know why you're.
I don't think I'd want to live in any other world where that's not possible.
Or would you like to hear like Adele singing like hotel room service?
Nah, I'm definitely taking Pitbull full circle.
Yeah.
I think that was a rather easy one.
Oh yeah? Really? Okay, okay. Next one. Would you rather every time that you orgasm you hear All Star by Smash Mouth? Or every time you or
It would just start playing.
yeah, oh wait, no. Would you rather have All Star by Smash Mouth play every time you orgasm? Or would you rather orgasm every time you hear All Star by Smash Mouth?
I'm not often listening to it, so but that is a tough choice. I think it'd be hilarious just to climax and then just have All Star play.
Hey now, you're an All Star.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
Oh my days.
Oh,
That'd be
but also
legendary.
just imagine like your friends cottoning on to the fact that every time All Star starts playing.
Yeah, they just play it constantly.
You're like,
Maybe you just
"Oh,
get stuck in a
no."
loop though of like every time. Imagine like you know every time you hear it, you orgasm, and then somebody else every time they orgasm, it comes on. And you're just stuck in this constant
It's
loop.
like, oh, I can't stop. That'd be both terrific and haunting and terrifying at the same time. You just could never watch Shrek again in peace.
Oh god. Or would it be better?
Oh, I mean, some people might even argue, why are you not climaxing at Shrek already?
That's a good point.
Shrek is like
It's a
Shrek
very
is love.
good
It's very
point.
true.
Oh my days.
I don't really have much more than that though. That was yeah, my Shakespeare's kind of brief.
I tell
there.
you what, I mean,
those
I
were,
could-
you find those all easier than I thought.
We could rattle off some really extreme would you rathers, like something that could be potentially career ending right here, right now, boys.
For the record,
no, I'm
I'm
fine.
scared.
No, I'm good. I don't really want to. My career's not really started yet, so.
Okay, we won't teeter on the career ending, but we'll do difficult situations. Okay. Would you rather run over a school of 10 children, or would you rather slice up a dog?
Do you mean like run over a school of children, like as if you're talking about a school of fish,
Yeah, just like
or is it like a really big car and you're driving over a school?
No, like a group of children, 10 children, just walking across the road. Gotta run over all of them, or slice up a dog.
Is group the collective noun? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say the dog
Well, yeah.
naturally because,
Naturally.
They're humans.
and also Neil kicks dogs. Cunts.
Absolutely hates dogs. There you have it. He has said it. Words from himself. Would you rather take your nails one by one with a set of pliers, or
No.
quickly just make a slit in your eye with a razor?
Nah, I'd definitely do the nails.
So I would go for a loophole here and just make a really, really, really small cut on my eye because it'll heal really quick.
Would you do it?
Like a
Just
really, like a really, really
razor?
small one.
Could you really, could you
Really, really
hold
small,
the razor
shallow
really down
cut.
to your
Yeah,
eye?
definitely. I can, I can stick my finger in my eye easy.
That's insane.
I don't really care. Yeah,
Yeah, but what if you just lose an eye?
I wouldn't.
What if you screwed up?
I
What if you
wouldn't.
fucked up? What if you sneezed?
I wouldn't.
What if you
Simple as
That's
that.
just not. What if someone accidentally just moves your arm slightly
Nah.
as you're about to slit your eye?
Nah, wouldn't do it. Easy, simple.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, I can do that easy. Bob, so here's one that we had before in the podcast. I'm interested to know
Okay.
your stance on it.
Hit me
So,
with it.
would you rather? Oh, Rob, you might have to keep me with this one. It was, would you rather every time you orgasm you scream for 30 minutes?
For 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or what was the other one? Or Oh, I can't remember what it was. Oh no.
Well, I mean, I already screamed for 30 minutes after orgasm anyway, so. It's
You know what?
easy.
I'm gonna take a short break and I'm gonna go to the toilet and I'll try and find this. And then when we come back, you
Yeah.
can edit it in.
And we're recording again.
Right. Okay. So we did have a look. I couldn't find it, but we do have another one instead that we found online, and I think it's quite excellent. So, Forbes, would you rather scream extremely loudly, "Waluigi #1" every time you orgasm, or you have an orgasm every time you see Waluigi?
Oh, this is
Introduces a whole different aspect into playing Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
oh, this is a tough one, boys.
My God.
I think it's a win-win if you orgasm every time you see Waluigi.
I love how it's just like, yeah, my life doesn't change either way anyway.
No.
It's
I love when there's a risky click. Those are
Oh
always
no,
good.
I hate risky clicks.
Oh
Let's
baby,
see
I
what's,
fucking knew
what's
it.
in this one. Oh, that's not risky
I
at
don't know
all.
what that is. Fantastic. But yeah, I think that's a good one for us. What are you thinking?
I mean, I think I'd go for the screaming Waluigi #1 every time because you know you got
Number one, I think
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Number one.
Because I mean, you gotta have like a signature.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, you gotta be
You're
known
right.
for something, right?
Yeah.
And if it's going to be anything, you want it to be
Waluigi.
Screaming
As you
Waluigi
climax.
#1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
as you-
single time.
Yeah.
as you reach climax.
Does that include when you're just pleasuring yourself, or is that only exclusively when you're with a partner?
I think I would scream it louder when I'm by myself.
Just in the room by yourself, like, oh, no!
Waluigi #1.
Yeah, man.
God, how our content keeps flipping and flopping all over the place.
There's our soundbite for this episode. That's just Waluigi, Waluigi number
Oh, no,
one.
that's
We can
gonna
get it. Yeah, I'm sure you can get it off, off
100%.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Get that one.
We're number one. We're number one. Now listen closely.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment you're being waiting for. Weighing in at 160 pounds, standing at 6'5", it is Forbes Lockerbie the Fourth Mackay, and it is his segment.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get you guys' take on all these articles that came out over the weekend about students being banned from all the pubs, just touching back on the coronavirus stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And how you guys think the fresher experience is going this year for all those kids starting uni.
I think it's going to be trash.
Yeah.
Like, Freshers Week, for me anyway, I think, like, is really important because A, you make friends.
Bingo.
Friends that'll last for a long time.
Or for a short time.
Yeah, or for a very short time. Also, but it's about making mistakes as well. Like, and I mean in all senses, really, because that's
Yeah.
how you learn about things. That's it's about fucking getting
Finding
so
yourself.
drunk and then
Oh, yeah.
waking up the next morning and being like, oh god, I'm not doing that again. It's about like you need to have these experiences, and that's what a lot of people go to uni for, really.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you go to get your degree, but like also
That's
you
like
go
the
to you go for like the life experience of it,
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
not really gonna get that, and also like they're banned from pubs and stuff. It's like nobody went there to go and learn. What are they playing at?
outrageous. I just don't know why they're specifically choosing students as a blanket, because I could have maybe understood if they sort of honed in and said, we're going to do anyone who lives in halls, because they're a cluster of you living in groups and all together,
Yeah.
like it's like a set household. But if you're just, say, in second, third, fourth year, usually you end up branching out, finding your own flat, living with like 2 to 3 of your close friends of life, or you absolutely hate them, I don't know. And what's the difference between them and just everyone else who's not a student?
To be fair, in my head, I did see it as freshers. I actually just had it in my head as first years
Yeah.
in halls, but I suppose it's just
It's just,
students.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, it
Yeah.
would make sense if they said freshers. Like, as shit as it is necessary. But to just say blanket students, it's just showing that the government low key just hates young people.
What if this is going to be the first time we're going to have to go to pubs and they're going to be like, and you're going to have to prove you're not a student? Be like,
What
they'll
do
be
you
like,
need,
it's like you, it's like, how much is your council tax? And you'll be like, £150. And they're just like, okay, and you go.
Okay. You know we're doing 30% off drinks with a student card?
I'm like, don't care. And you're like, okay,
Oh, yeah, okay.
I get you. And you go.
Honestly. And what was your other point? Just the 10 p.m. closed ends?
No.
No,
Oh,
just
great.
just
Let's-
just how you think just the whole experience for freshers all around the country is going. You know.
I think it's pretty much inevitable that they're still like you've banned them
going
from
to
pubs.
break.
They're gonna have more house parties.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
freshers. They're in freshers week. It's their first experience living away from
And
home.
students.
They've also been banned from going back to their family homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So it's like
heard about
The
that
mental
somewhere.
health
Yeah.
What's
aspect
going on
is
there?
yeah,
completely
it's like
fucked.
think about these kids as well. Like so when you went to uni, like not for you. You moved away from school and stuff anyway. But like when I went to uni and stuff, that was the first time I'd obviously lived away from home.
Yeah.
And
As for most people.
yeah, as it's for most people, I think part of the reason that you get on with it and you kind of do so well with it is because a lot of people are in that same boat and you're all going out, spend a lot of time together, and you kind of you have what would be a normal freshers, but now they're all just supposed to be isolated in their room, away for the first time, supposed to not go home to where they feel safe. Like
It's outrageous.
I feel so bad for
It's
them,
so
man.
bad.
Really.
Yeah,
like reading in the news, just seeing that Edinburgh police have like crashed into Pollock halls and different halls, breaking up these parties, and I'm just like,
In my head, I just
imagine the
imagine them going in
scenes.
with like a battering ram, just like tackling Yaz to the
yeah,
floor.
it's like, oh no, daddy,
Hugo, leg it, mate! The Rozzers!
oh that's my puffer jacket. It's more expensive than your entire salary.
fucking Canada Goose it all over the place.
Diggers, fetch the lacrosse sticks.
Oh, Charles, fetch my lawyer.
Like, yeah, I just love that. Just them charge in and be like, shut it down, shut it down.
By just spraying everyone with pepper spray. Like, ah.
There's red wine and brie flying everywhere.
Oh man, I'd love to go to those parties.
There's just a limp body face down in some hummus.
It's like, oh, don't mind him. He's from Oxford.
That was a good one, Rob.
Yeah, but funny thing is, I'm just gonna tie in the laughs.
Nice.
Make it sound like
edit
we all
that right
really
out.
laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I am funny. You will laugh. But no, it's gonna.
I
be
think
terrible.
I think you should clip that. But the silence. You should clip the silence.
Just like nice. No, I think freshers are gonna rebel because it's just a natural state of things. And also, if you are classing the 10 people who are living in halls as one household, then surely there is no law that can restrict all those 10 people drinking together in their kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
know that's kind of considered a party,
Well,
but
you know, what's weird is that like,
it's contained.
when I was in halls, there was like we basically had a flat of 5,
Yeah.
but you had like a flat of 12.
Yeah.
So are they just saying you can't all go and drink in your kitchen? Or you're supposed to all just.
But then
be
you
together?
can't say we're all one household and not visit our parents to then be like, we can't meet with members of our household to
Yeah.
have a drink in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That just feels like contradictory. No?
What was the setup when you were in halls?
I mean, there were like 200 something kids in the halls that I was in. We all had like private rooms.
What halls were you in?
Pollock?
Oh,
The nice ones. I
Of
can't say I've
course.
ever been.
Yeah.
Rob, have you ever been
oh
there?
no, we would never be invited to somewhere like that.
I just knew you were gonna bring this
I
up.
knew the answer before I asked you. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Do you own
Land?
Canada
No.
goose jackets?
I don't.
I thought you were just going to
actually.
say, do you own Canada?
Do you own?
Do you own Canada? Yeah.
By any chance?
He just loves poutine.
No.
Do you exclusively drink Grey Goose or
Grey Goose.
Yes, actually.
Is that the,
That's the posh version of Grey Goose,
is that like the singular of Greece?
potentially.
Ooh.
Goose.
Goose.
No, it's actually just exclusively Kettle One for me.
Kettle One, of course.
Good choice of vodka. Other vodkas are available.
No free
No free advertisement.
advertising. Right. I think that we can move on to the next topic.
We're number one. We're number one. Now listen closely.
Cue the atmospheric music.
I just love how in between these it's going to be Waluigi number 1!
And now you have entered Rob's Dungeon and Dragon segment, where we're going to explore some characters that you guys might be in a Dungeon and Dragons game.
Are you going to put music over this?
Oh
Like,
yeah, we've
like,
got proper atmosphere.
Yeah,
music
okay, sweet,
going on
sweet,
right
sweet.
now.
Oh, I can feel it.
I am
feel
your
it. Listen to
dungeon
that.
master. Welcome to my cave. So, fellow traveler.
Why are you putting on the voice?
I don't know. I thought it'd be pretty good. I don't think I can maintain that.
No,
very
you
well.
can't. I would say just do that.
So, welcome, fellow traveler.
Thank you.
What race would you actually choose if you were in a Dungeon and Dragon character? What would your sort of background story be?
Just to clarify, you mean race like dwarf or giant or
Yeah.
mage, not
or
like
elf, not like
you're
white,
giving me the opportunity to be like
Mexican.
Hispanic. I would say, Rob. You know that's
Yeah,
probably the
sorry,
more
I'm
correct
just-
term. Wow, man, dude. Latin American, perhaps even.
I mean, you say that as they're doing like what's that Dorito advert with the massive luchador screaming all the sort of Mexican stereotypes.
Oh, fantastic! I've not seen that.
Oh yeah, I looked at the advert and I was like, is this okay to be playing in 2020?
They did have a mariachi band in it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guess it's all right to butcher their culture. But
Don't worry about it.
Anywho.
Sounds like you're thinking about it.
So, Neil,
Yeah.
your choice. You've got human, elf, wizard, orc, or dwarf. Let's keep it short.
Elf.
I mean, there's loads of...
Elf.
Oh yeah, of course.
Elf. Yeah.
And what sort of background story would your character be? Someone who's justice or neutral or chaotic, or someone who's had a scarred background, or someone who's maybe tormented by things he's seen? What would your interesting take on it be?
I know. I fight for virtues such as truth and love. You know, to defend my reach to the stars above. Jesse, James, Team Rocket's blasting off again. No, I
Elf and
would.
elf.
Yeah, no, I would. I'd be like an elf, I suppose. I'd basically just kind of model myself on Legolas because Orlando Bloom's just cool.
Did you know that your last guest is actually related to
It's
him?
of course, yeah. Miriam.
Yeah,
Well, Miriam is. She's basically like his cousin or
Yeah,
something, right?
yeah.
You know.
That sounds about right. I mean, you can tell from the wide load.
Well, man, that's not okay. But anyway, he's probably gonna put a fucking laugh track in there again. Yeah, man, I'd be like an elf. I'd have a sick ass bow and arrow. I would have a sick elf mohawk. Yeah.
Nice. What's the one thing that you'd say is pretty unique to your character? Something that could be like a character flaw, or something that he cannot resist. Maybe he just enjoys, I don't know, killing dwarflings or something.
He likes to play poker.
Elf.
He's also a cowboy.
And what would you call him?
I've completely
I
changed my
swear,
idea.
if your elf is called Eli Booker, I'm not having this.
He is.
Oh my days.
He's also a cowboy now
Okay,
instead.
so right, I'm gonna try and remember.
No,
this.
you know what? I've got a brand new idea. Wizard cowboy.
Wizard cowboy called Eli Booker,
Yep.
who plays poker,
Yep.
and his past is pretty benign, scarred, haunting.
No.
Just grew up nice.
No, he's
nice
just like a good guy, you know.
neighborhood
just
good guy.
Just good old Eli Booker. He's badass
good
though,
Eli
you know.
Booker, the wizard. What's
Yeah.
his favorite spell?
His favorite smell.
Spell. It's
Spell.
not Joe Biden. Come on.
His favorite spell. It's a good job we can make this a lot shorter. I've no idea. I don't. I mean, how would I don't know any spells.
Yeah. No. So fuck the spells. He's a flame wizard.
Nice.
And
His
orbs.
favorite smell though just is fresh laundry.
Fresh laundry.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ!
Gonna remove that one.
Yeah.
And Forbes, your character. What species are you choosing?
Well, what are
Race.
the options exactly?
You're gonna have human, elf, wizard, dwarf, orc.
Is that it?
Yeah, I thought we'd keep it short because I think D&D has about 40, 50
Oh,
different
Jesus.
races and
well-
mixtures thereof.
I'd have to say I'm also gonna go wizard.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get a +4 to your intelligence for that.
He doesn't need any more.
Stop it, you
So
guys.
smart and handsome.
And what
so
sort
flattering.
of background story would you give your character and name and
Just shrouded in mystery.
shrouded in mystery?
Much
Yeah.
like yourself.
That's a weird name. So, Mr. Shrouded in Mystery, what's your favorite spell, and where do you think you're going to be heading on your journey?
What's your favorite smell?
My favorite smell, first of all, I think would be lavender.
Lavender.
It's nice and
Good
soothing.
choice.
Yeah.
+6 against demons.
And vampires.
Yeah. And I think my favorite spell would be whatever one got Neil's wizard to quit his gambling addiction.
He has one spell, and it's to make sure
It was a lot of hard work.
Cannot do the one thing that he likes to do.
Exactly.
No, he's not. He's no longer addicted. He just enjoys poker.
Just the odd toss of the die.
He enjoys like he enjoys like a whiskey every now and then.
Yeah.
He's got like a cowboy wizard hat, if you could picture that.
I have no idea how a cowboy always had.
So picture a cowboy hat, picture a wizard hat, right? And then
Right. Mesh.
mesh.
Have you been playing a lot of Red Dead recently?
I have been playing some. Yes, yes.
I feel like that's all you do. I feel like your Red Dead character now is aging alongside you.
he's really fat. He's a fat bandit. Shout out to all the fat bandits out there.
Hey, that's our Patreon.
We have a gang.
And now, to develop your story as I am your dungeon master. Two wizards, Eli Booker and Shrouded in Mystery, are walking through the woods, and they encounter a golem. Now, you have three choices. You either approach the golem with caution and say hello, but Shrouded in Mystery has that one spell that will quit Eli Booker from his gambling
Thank God.
on the spot, and Eli Booker has that one spell. 2, shoot the one spell of flame at the golem, instantly killing him.
That's
Or-
not the same spell that would cure the golem of his gambling.
No. Your
Addiction.
spell is the flame spell.
No. The spell
He's
only
got the
cures
cure
you.
gambling.
Oh,
just
okay.
gambling.
Got it.
It's purely.
That, I'm really
cures
glad
you
you've brought that on our
gambling.
journey.
You're welcome.
Excellent choice.
Or choice number 3, run away from the golem. What do you decide?
I don't know. This feels like a lot of pressure, so I'm just gonna. My wizard's just gonna bounce.
He was just good. He was like, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
He's gonna run away, and Mr. Eli Booker, we have.
So what I think I would do here is I would get back in my spaceship and then fire aggressively at the golem.
It's weird because that wasn't a choice.
Well, you said I could shoot it. I'd shoot it with a
He
spaceship.
shoots it with the flame spell.
I'm a space cowboy wizard.
Mystery man runs away, leaving his partner wizard unattended. And it turns out that Golem was a decoy, and 2 ogres come out from the forest and smash you to bits.
Thank God
Is
I'm gone.
is All Star by Smash Mouth playing at this point? Can I roll a 6 to orgasm?
All Star is now playing in the background as Shrouded in Mystery.
Can you put All Star in this as well, and like quietly in the background too? Fantastic.
Can I just come running back in screaming Waluigi #1?
As he's just orgasming aggressively.
Shrouded in Mystery then fires his spell to cure Eli Booker of his gambling addiction,
You're welcome.
as he passes away in an orgasm-fueled death as he's been bludgeoned by ogres.
Fantastic.
And that is the Dungeon and Dragons segment for the day.
Fantastic. I feel like we really made some good. So are we just going to carry this on each time? Maybe you should just do that in each episode, Rob. Just have.
Just have your 2 characters and see what
Yeah.
journeys that you come along. Yeah, no, I'd be keen for that.
Fantastic.
And I think we're approaching our final topic of the evening. Next topic.
We're number 1. We're number 1. Now listen closely.
Hypothetical situations. We are encountering so many situations these days that it's hard to know which way's up, which way's down, left, right, and port starboard, who the fuck knows. And I thought we could just present ourselves our own hypothetical situations. And while you guys are improvising your situations that you could delve into when we could discuss, how about this up for a take? So, it's not a hypothetical situation, so I've already ruined my segment. But a man in America shot his doctor for giving him an orgasm while he received a prostate exam. Now, just to tell you, the doctor is fine. He only had 6 shots in the chest while in a hospital. But,
Only
Yeah,
6.
he's
Nothing. Didn't like 50 Cent get like 12?
don't worry about it.
I wonder if 50 Cent like was a doctor. Anyway.
Just handing out prostate exams while dishing out the rap albums of the year. Thoughts?
So what are you looking for us to do here? Like, are you trying to get us to say whether we think the man was right or wrong to shoot
Yeah,
him?
just like, do you think he had every right to be carrying a gun in a hospital while getting a prostate exam to then
Well, it's
shoot
America.
Well,
his doctor?
this is my question. Did he have the gun on him
Yeah.
when he was getting? So he
Oh
didn't.
yeah, he was in a
didn't
state that allowed the carrying of guns.
into the hospital, so he
It's an
didn't
open
leave and
carry.
then come back.
Open carry.
Ah.
Yeah. No, he didn't run home after orgasm to get his gun and then come back and shoot him. No, it was on site.
Sprinting home to go get his Waluigi #1.
Oh god, was this Florida?
Oh no, it wasn't even Florida. It was actually
North Carolina.
no, it
Damn.
was Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah, it surprised me. I was kind of hoping it'd be one of the.
it's like
fun states.
Midwest, right?
Yeah.
No, where is Michigan?
I mean Midwest, North. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like middle west of the north, south.
No, you're right. I'm totally wrong. I'm totally wrong. I think. Anyway, I don't really know America. It's all one, stupid country. Anyway,
You're not wrong.
yeah, I'm just kind of against guns in general, really.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't want to upset any more Americans. They have the right to their bare arms. So
I think I'd rather feel safer with bare arms than being shot in the chest 6 times just for doing a routine job.
you got a gun?
What?
Have you got a gun? Not like with you, I mean, but do you have one back home?
I know this would be really weird because
He's now rolling up his sleeves to
I
show
was
off two
planning-
guns.
I was planning on giving Forbes a prostate exam after this, but I'm not sure if I want to.
Yeah,
just
if he
carry
has
a
his
gun.
gun with him.
I really don't feel safe here anymore.
What, in your flat?
in my flat. Over Zoom. I do, in fact, own a gun.
See, it's so
Wow.
weird.
Yeah.
What kind
but
of gun is it?
It's a shotgun. I've never actually seen it. My dad got it for me as a present when I was like
Nice.
15 or something.
Oh, I mean, what else do you get a 15-year-old?
I know.
But a 12 gauge shotgun.
Yeah, but he said a shotgun. you know?
Yeah. No, he like
Was it for protection?
no, it was just for
In
like
case any stray doctors are out giving routine prostate exams.
no. It's for like clay pigeon shooting.
Which
Oh, he can
my-
go hunting in groups of 30.
Oh yeah. Find some greases.
Goose.
Yeah, one of them. But yeah, I've never actually seen the gun.
To be fair, I don't think we could do it. I think it's probably you have to bring your own gun just for COVID reasons. So I don't think we'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
I, don't, I feel like sharing guns would be
True.
a vector for transmission.
Touch points, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that.
Look at you, being sensible even among a shooting.
I know, right?
Who'd
Hey,
have thought?
you have to stay on top of these things.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who'd have thought? Not me.
So, back to on topic. Do you think it was the man had his rights to shoot, or
No, I don't think anyone should be carrying guns to the doctor's office. I don't think anyone should be carrying guns in general. But
But Forbes, you know as well as I know, the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good
guy with a gun.
with a gun.
That's true.
obviously? And that links up next to the hypothetical situation. Is bad the absence of good, or is good the absence of bad? Very much how dark and light work.
Dark is the absence of light.
Yes. So is bad the absence of good?
I don't think the two are strictly comparable, but I would say bad is the absence of good. I tend to believe that people are inherently good and learn bad traits, I think.
I feel like we're just discounting this whole middle ground where there can just be like total neutrality.
No.
Things don't have to be bad. Or
No,
good.
says
They can just
Rob.
be-
Rob says no.
All right, fair enough.
Wrong. I just feel like if you're not doing good things, you're just being a bad person.
So, I mean, okay.
I mean, for instance, the very good thing that you did today by coming onto this podcast after I berated you for what is past 6 hours to get on the Zoom call. That was a good thing. That was a good thing you did, Forbes. You shook my hand online
Yeah.
and you promised and you came here. But if you didn't do anything, that'd have been bad.
Yeah. Or would it have just been neutral? Because I wouldn't be doing anything.
I don't know why, but this has reminded me of the kind of thing on Friends where they're saying there's no such thing as a selfless good deed.
No, yeah.
I
Because you
actually
kind of
believe
think,
that, though.
because you kind of think like
Yeah.
is doing good. Like, don't get me wrong, it is proven that like if you do something to help someone else, it does make you feel good.
Yeah.
Like it
You
stimulates
get-
that response in you. But like do you do these things just to make you feel good? Do you like
Some
can
people
you
probably do, yeah.
can you purely do them just to help others?
I don't think you could. I think like part of you either does something good for someone for a favor in the future, or you expecting good things to be done to you.
Yeah, I suppose
it's
maybe like a karma
But
thing.
then but it's like, is that feeling, that selfish feeling you get of being good and feeling good, Is that wrong? Or would you rather have someone be true to themselves and just did nothing? Live in that neutral zone that you were sitting over there?
Give us another hypothetical, Rob.
Yeah.
No worries. We got the third hypothetical.
That was
today.
too that was
Yeah,
too
that was,
deep. And we're all
yeah.
too hungover.
Way too philosophical for this afternoon. Okay, so we got a hypothetical situation. You're running into a fire.
Why?
And, because you're the hero that you are.
Am I
and,
saving
You're in a
someone?
burning
Am I a
building.
cowboy?
You're a cowboy. You can be Eli Booker. You
Got
can
it.
be shrouded in mystery.
He's just a lot. He's just a lot more brave than I am.
So you're both in a burning building,
Got it.
surrounded by fire.
Can I be Frozone?
You cannot. You're just a regular human. You can run for the exit. Buildings coming down on you. Do whatever you want. Save yourself. No one's going to judge you for that. Or you can risk it for a chocolate biscuit and help someone out. But you will be crippled for the rest of your life.
Sorry, I zoned out. I was
Yeah,
thinking.
so did I,
I was thinking about the Team Rocket thing again. How I could fit that in, but I couldn't. Go again.
Burning building.
Got it.
Save yourself.
Got it.
Or save someone else. They live the rest of their life. But you're going to be crippled for the rest of yours.
Ooh. It's bad. I'm thinking about this so much.
Yeah.
It is a hard choice. I mean, no one's going to judge you for saving your life. It's not your responsibility. You're not a fireman. You're just a regular guy caught in a fire. And do you have the opportunity, but it's not your responsibility. And your legs, they're important to you.
I actually, right, think this is weird, but I think this might come across odd as well. But I think I would like to think that I would save myself, and I would like to live the rest of my life fully able and everything else, right? But I don't know if in that situation I would have an instinctual urge to help someone else, or whether I would just like have the instinct to just save myself. I don't actually know which I would do given the situation.
That's a fair answer.
Which
to
is
be
weird.
honest.
I genuinely don't know. I like to think what I would do is save myself, which is weird, but gotta look out for number one.
That's the thing. Unless you're a trained Marine, you don't have
Well,
that instinctive response.
but that's the
just
thing, I
until
also-
you're thrown in the shit, you can't really say what you do.
I also do have the just the instinct that a lot of people do to help others if there there's something wrong. So I don't know if I would then be like, I need to help this person too. In the moment, it's weird.
Forbes?
Well, so if you're running into the fire, I mean, your goal is to save someone, right?
Well, let's say you're already in the fire, I suppose, because otherwise,
Yeah.
Otherwise, if
You're
you're going
just
in, you're already going to
insane.
save them. Yeah. If you were to run in and then just
Run in.
run out for
And then you're just like, nah.
fuck
You know
more.
what?
No, fuck this. Oh, shit.
It's like hot in there. I don't want to do that.
It's like, this shit burns. I can't breathe. Okay, so you're already in the fire. What are you doing?
Oof. I mean, like, I'd love to say that I would save someone, but like Neil said, I just don't know. And yeah, I feel like in that situation, I'd probably panic and do what they tell you to do, which is just get out, leave it for the firefighters.
Now, would your mind change if this person was either a baby or an elderly person?
I think I'd be more inclined to try and save the baby.
Me too.
And less inclined to save the elderly person.
100%.
Why?
They're old and they're going to die soon anyway.
So you assume because someone has lived out their life is less?
Yes.
Their life is lived.
Yeah. Well, that's really what I mean. Other than less. Yeah.
So, in a weird way, some sort of flipped up reality, we should just open up the gates to letting everyone out in the COVID instructions and let old people just be at their own whims?
No comment. I have just a hypothetical that we can end on if you guys like.
Yeah, I'm game.
So imagine you, let's just say you two are working together for this, you have a new job, right? And basically for your job, you're tasked to go and collect as many different plants as you can, right?
I'm there.
Now, plants are obviously spread all across the world, all different types, all different kinds, right? Some rarer than others. And your job is to go and collect as many of these as you can.
This is a lead up to Team Rocket, isn't it?
Damn it, Forbes! I had a whole thing going to set up. I was going to get over. I was like, there's one plant you just can't get. There's one group keeps stopping you. And then it was just going to be like, POV, your Team Rocket. Fuck's sake. You ruined my Team Rocket setup.
Literally read him like a book.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a nice little clean. Well, guys, that has been one hell of an episode, and I think we can close it up there. It has been fantastical, hypothetical, and topical. All the cults of the generation. Well, closing statements, boys. Anything that you'd like to tell the audience before we go?
I'd just like to say, just to prepare for trouble,
And make it double.
to protect the world from devastation,
To unite all peoples within our nation.
denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Neil,
Forbes,
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light.
surrender now or prepare to fight.
Meowth. That's right. And on that
Oh,
note,
God.
I digress.
So, yeah.